the bad boy, Brian Anthony, making his way to the ring with this big three-way match for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Brian Anthony has laid claim to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, but it's a bogus claim. We'll get into that as the match progresses, but it's finally going to get settled once and for all here tonight. Three men enter the ring. Only one man leaves with the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the most prestigious title in the history of professional wrestling. You talk about the men that have held that title, men like Ruth Bez, Harley Race, Terry Funk, Ric Flair, some of the all-time legends of this sport. The one thing they have in common, they are NWA World Heavyweight Champion and another contender to the throne, Gary Steele from NWA UK Hammerlock out of England, making his way to the ring.
I gotta admit, this is one of the matchups I was looking forward to. As the NWA World Heavyweight title is on the line here. And like Al just said, this has been held by every major athlete that's ever walked in the sport of pro wrestling. And I mean, the names are like a who's list of big-time pro wrestlers. And there you see him, the World Heavyweight Champion.
And this match, they've made a lot of rule changes to the match with Ogawa's background in judo. They've required him to wear gloves. In order for him to throw blows and fists. This is going to be an interesting match with three men duking it out for the most prestigious title in the NWA today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout. One fall with a 60-minute time limit. It is a three-way dance for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the world. Your referee for this bout, National Alliance referee, Brad Richards. Introducing first, he represents NWA East and has every girl's fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian
Anthony getting a standing ovation by the women, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, no, there's one guy up in the balcony cheering for
Is that Michelle? Michelle's back.
weighing 241 pounds, Gary Steele. And now, representing NWA Japan, he is the current NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, Naoya Ogawa.
This man, the silver medalist in judo at the 1996 Olympics, he has competed in Japan for the Universal Fighting Arts Organization with his spiritual advisor, the legendary former NWA World Champion in his own right, Antonio Inoki. And he has faced basically every top wrestler and shoot fighter in Japan and has defeated them. And now he's taking on a man from England and a man from the United States all at one time. Gary Steele, he's actually faced Steele twice before. Once on June 3rd in Conyers, Georgia, and also back in July in Japan on a UFO card, Universal Fighting Arts Organization. This will be the third time they've faced one another, but it'll be the first time that either man has faced the bad boy Brian Anthony, who has laid claim to the NWA World Heavyweight title. Back in June, Ogawa was supposed to come to the NWA East in Pittsburgh to defend the title against Anthony. Unfortunately, his plane out of Dallas, where he wrestled the night before, got delayed. He couldn't make it to the card, so Anthony beat up some guy, some skinny little guy in a mask, and they said he was Ogawa, and he now lays claim to the NWA World Heavyweight title. He even actually got the promoter of NWA East, Jim Miller, to go along with it, and they've got several other promoters in the NWA, including Tony Rumble of NWA New England and Rick O'Brien of NWA New York, to recognize Brian Anthony as the world champion. They've had their little bickering problems with NWA President Howard Brody, and they're making them public as they've sponsored Brian Anthony as the real champ. But finally, this whole mess, it's like Days of Our Lives, but we're going to get it settled tonight.
This is a unique matchup for a world title as you got three men legal in the ring. As Anthony's just going to stand here and watch this thing, and I don't blame him because, hey, let them beat the crap out of each other. You just stand there and watch it happen.
Exactly. I wouldn't get in here. Did you see the force behind those kicks from Ogawa? I mean, just unbelievable leg strength in this man. And Steele able to get right back up.
Belly suplex, going for the cover, and we got a 2 count only.
Gary Steele, a second-degree black belt in shoot wrestling, comes from Graves in England, also has extensive experience in karate. And anytime you have a a man trained in karate against a man trained in judo, it always becomes a battle of attrition. And then you have the U.S. pro style of Brian Anthony distracting referee Fred Richards.
And we got all the photographers at ringside here as all the marbles are on the table here as the World Heavyweight title for the NWA is on the line.
No, I don't think any of them have any marbles experience, just judo and karate, Steve.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, this could turn into an all-out shoot fight before this thing's over. If one temper gets out of hand, we're going to have trouble here at ringside.
Most amazing thing I ever saw on January 4th of this year in Tokyo, Japan at the Tokyo Dome, Ogawa took on Shinya Hashimoto. And any of you fans watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hashimoto is one of the toughest guys in the sport of professional wrestling, bar none, and Ogawa ate him up, absolutely destroyed him. Hashimoto had to quit, had to attack the referee just so the referee would ring the bell and end the carnage. One of the most incredible displays of sheer brutality I have ever seen, and it's great that Ogawa has brought himself and the NWA World Heavyweight title back to the United States. He won that title on March 14th in Japan, beating Dan Severn, and now the title it's been defended all across the United States: Pittsburgh, Dallas, Boston, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Conyers, Georgia, and now here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Little double teaming on the heavyweight champion here as Anthony is left in the ring with a big scoop slam.
Anthony, quite the physical specimen, has been wrestling professionally for 9 years, trained out of Western Pennsylvania. Almost had him there, trained by the legendary Dominic DeNucci. And Dominic DeNucci has trained some of the all-time greats. You talk about Mick Foley, Shane Douglas, my late friend Brian Hildebrand. Dominic DeNucci has trained some great athletes, and the latest one to make a name for himself, the bad boy, Brian Anthony.
And man, those kicks, you talking about with authority, and they are measured every time. The black belt in judo, that's like getting hit with a baseball bat.
It is, and some fans don't understand the force behind those blows, and now going for the arm. He's got that arm, but Anthony looks to break it up, and instead Ogawa.
Man, what a punch to the side of the head. Anthony's going to have to earn this one as he's took over, and I mean with authority, as the heavyweight champion, showing why he is the heavyweight champion here on the 51st anniversary of the NWA.
The one thing, and there's the bell.
I believe he tapped out. Going for the cover. Did he get it? He got a 3 count.
That's it. Steele got him. Gary Steele rolled up Ogawa.
Yes. We got a new heavyweight champion here in the NWA. Steele. I believe Anthony tapped out. He turned around. He rolled him up and pinned him. Man, that happened so quick, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, incredible, shocking turn of events as we have now crowned a new NWA World Heavyweight Champion representing NWA UK Hammerlock. Gary Steele rolled up Naoya Ogawa, a shocking upset. The third time proved to be the charm for Steele. The third time he faced Ogawa, and he now has that title belt. And there it is, awarded to him by senior official Fred Richards. Your new champ, Gary Steele.
And we knew it. This thing would not go long. And if it did, it was going to be in the favor of the heavyweight champion. There you see a brand new NWA heavyweight champion.
And that's something you don't see every day. History has been made here in Charlotte. I'm honored to be a part of it.
I hear you.
Even though I have to sit next to you for 2 hours, I'm still honored.
Our guest is unbelievable.
Here, have an autographed
matchup.
Metal Maniac picture and get out of my face.
The new NWA World Heavyweight Champion right here at the 51st anniversary. And I am just honored and privileged to call this matchup because I tell you what, this is like a major, major history-making moment in pro wrestling.
Yep.
And this young kid is excited beyond belief. And, you know, I believe he's as stunned as we are that he beat him that quick. I mean, he just turned around. It was rolled up 1, 2, 3.
You can tell by the look on his face, he's still, I think the reality hasn't fully set in.
Well, when he gets the first paycheck, reality will set in.
I still haven't gotten mine. Where is Behrens anyway?
Congratulations from the United Kingdom, Gary Steele.
Gary Steele, the new heavyweight champion.